Hello. Right. Another one. I've just tried getting up some pictures that I took today. We have had, like I said before in my last message, so if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It was saying about a little bit about the red moon. In the United Kingdom at the moment in time, apparently it's all over the news. It's all over Facebook and Twitter, Instagram. Apparently it's all over the place at the moment. I've had to write it. I've had to write it down because some names, I'll be honest, I cannot actually remember them. Apparently there's a hurricane at the moment called, and I will say this wrong, so don't get annoyed at me for saying this wrong. It's called Ophelia, 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 if that is right. Apparently there's a hurricane at the moment, and the reason why, according to the weather report we have over here, it is saying it's actually in the deserts at the moment. The Sahara desert. Apparently, it's getting hold of the dust from the desert, whipping it up and throwing it. So obviously we're getting, as I said in all my other ones, if you have a look at the bottom, I did actually mention in the other ones about hurricanes as well. When it was all over the news about Florida being attacked by hurricanes, and I said to you all before that we actually get the aftermath. Well, we do. I know I'm saying it's only probably like 5 hours away or 12 hours away. It doesn't matter. The factor is the hurricanes that happen in Florida, or even the Sahara deserts or wherever that is, and that apparently there's like I said, there's a hurricane which I've never even heard of that one actually. I mean, I've only just learnt about the other three hurricanes, and that, but apparently this one's called Ophelia. And apparently she's getting dust at the moment and throwing it everywhere. Now apparently it's supposed to be extremely bad. Now one of the parents this morning told me that in one of the countries at the moment in time, they've had to shut down every single school in that one country because apparently the hurricane is supposed to be that severely bad. They've actually not just shut down not the hurricane, sorry, they've not just shut down the actual schools, but apparently they've got to find a way of surviving this hurricane. Now the woman did tell me, but again I have to write these things down. But yeah, it's I mean, if we get like, I'm expecting to get snow shortly. Might sound daft because it's a bit too warm at the moment, but every single time we do get snow, now we don't get it like Canada, we don't. But I tell you this now, if we do get a flood like we got years back, or if we do get lots and lots of snow or anything like that, yeah, of course I'll be taking pictures and of course I'll be taking videos and putting it up, and that. But what was really interesting is the fact that was obviously was the red moon. I never seen anything like that. Now, like I said before, I thought normally the stories from films go off saying that normally the reason why there's a red moon is because obviously of werewolves and vampires or whatever else like that. So obviously we all know that it isn't true. I guess I'm just one of those people who like to think they are true. But yeah, I just had a message off one of my friends off Messenger. I don't know if you people know that if you're on Facebook, you actually have another one. So instead of actually going onto Facebook all the time, you can actually download Messenger, which is part of Facebook, and then at least then you can do private messaging instead of putting it all up on Facebook all the time. It's a bit like having, more messages on your phone, except for you're doing it through people on Facebook as well. If you already know this, then fine. If you don't already know this and you're one of those people thinking, oh, I didn't know that, maybe you can, maybe you can't get it in your country. I don't know, but I've learnt about it, and all I know is that I kept thinking to myself, well, if I write things down, people are going to know about this. And that's when I learnt Messenger came up, and it said you have to install it. So obviously you can't install Messenger without Facebook. It goes a part of it, so you can't have one without the other, and you cannot download Messenger without that. You have to download Facebook first, then Messenger. Anyways, that's why he got back. That's why he got in touch with me, because he said it's all over our news saying about the dust being whipped up from the Saharas at the moment in time, and it's apparently it was in the sky, and apparently it's just apparently thrown it right over where we are, and apparently it's supposed to have, obviously I don't know how it's done it, I really don't know, I'm not a scientist, so I don't know, but all I know is that apparently it's covered it, and it's obviously it's done like I don't know, a cover on the moon, making it look like it was blood red. So obviously it's making us lot all look a different colour. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much.